The Sharp Tank.
What's happening?
No Jumper.
Yes, sir.
Sharpest, coolest podcast in the world. And today it is an honor, a pleasure to have a distinguished brother like myself in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you a real player that done came from the game. My man, Mr. Silky Slim. I rehearsed that. No,
I like that bring in though. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice bring in.
We got Mr. Silky Slim in the building today, ladies and gentlemen. And for the ones that don't know about him, I'm about to get ready to introduce you to him, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me, man, what life, because I know you in the music game. You do the music and you do it well. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you really are putting on a different, you putting on for the culture.
Right.
You putting on for the culture, man. You know, with the music game. And we gonna get to that. But I want to talk about Mr. Silky Slim, the P, who he was and how he moves and what his mindset today.
Well, I mean, shit, my mindset is kind of the same as it's always been. You know what I'm saying? Continue to elevate, continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? I come from the game, you know, and did it well. You know what I'm saying? It was just time to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grow. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I was telling another brother that, man, when you see that window of opportunity, because it's small, right?
Right.
And that window of opportunity don't come around a lot, man. And I thought that when you get into the game or anything that you into, you always looking for that window to make way.
Well, I look at it like this, right? The word pimp is scary. It sounds scary because it's real taboo, right? But I don't look at it like a noun, like a person, place, a thing. I look at it like a concept. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand that concept, you can apply it to anything you do. A lot of people just associate it with street money. You know what I'm saying? And sex. But that's not how I look at the game. I look at the game as once you understand the concept of the game, you can apply it to anything you're doing, whether you're doing this podcast, whether you're doing music. You know what I'm saying? Whether you, you think these record labels ain't pimping like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know, the world, I forget whose song it was, but the world is full of pimps and hoes. You know what I'm saying? And the world is full of pimps. You feel what I'm saying?
That shit, yeah.
So, I mean, the whole thing is just, you know, these record labels pimping, these TV networks is pimping, you know what I'm saying? Business owners, and you either pimping, hoeing, or tricking.
Hell,
you know
there's white men and other people, regular people, man, that own brothels, man, and shit like that. Ranches, bunny ranches.
Right. But I look at it like, you know, that motherfucker that's clocking into work at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody up there pimping, somebody up there hoeing, and somebody up there spending money tricking. You know what I'm saying? So it's just whatever you do in life, you know what I'm saying? I just look at it like that. I don't necessarily attach it just to the taboo part of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I kind of look at it like it's a concept, you know?
How did you get into it, man? When did it all start for you? When did you say, man, this is something I'm about to do? I'm about to get into the game, man. I'm about to get ready to start. I want something different, man. So when did you start in the mixture of all this? When did you say, man, fuck it, man, I'm about to start pimping?
Allegedly.
You know, back in the, I mean, it's your past. So we talking about, you know, your past, man.
I know it's cliche, but it's like the game chose me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I got cliche. Chose. That's very real.
You know what I'm saying? The game chose me, and it was something that I fell in love with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that was I was about 18.
Yeah.
You know
feel like it fell in love with you too, huh?
Yeah, I fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? It fell in love with me. You know what I'm saying? Love is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We out here trying to spread the love, baby.
Right.
You know
no, real shit.
Yeah, I fell in love with it, you know, and it was something that it was something that it was probably the first time in my life I felt like I was great at something without having to work hard at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hard worker, so I play sports. You know what I'm saying? So I worked everybody. That's what made me great at things, because I worked harder than everybody. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't always the most talented, but you know, I was gonna stay after practice. I was gonna be there early. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna work hard.
Work ethic.
Yeah, work ethic. And some shit, this was just natural to me. Yeah. I didn't feel like I had to work hard at it. I was like, shit, is this even?
Right. No, real
you
shit.
Know? Yeah.
How did the name Silky Slim come about?
Man, I'm glad you asked me that because I just got back in contact with this dude. It was a nigga named Prime Minister Primo Velasquez, man. And in Sunset.
Primo Velasquez.
Yeah.
That shit's
Prime Minister. Hey, this one of the coldest niggas I ever met in my life.
Shout out to him, man, to Prime Minister, man.
I wouldn't even, he just a cold nigga. And he was trying to knock me off. He was in Hollywood. He was trying to knock me off. You know what I'm saying? So he was keeping me close to him because he was trying to knock me off. You know what I'm saying? So he was giving me all this game because I had to have enough game to keep up with him so I could stay close with him. He didn't want me to go nowhere. So I knew he was trying to knock me off. But at the end of the day, I was like, man, shit, I'm soaking up so much game, even if he get this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, shit, I got the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he couldn't remember my name. So back then I used to wear my shit pressed out all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what that feel like, man, being laid. You know? Yeah.
And so when he be introducing me to people on Sunset, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "This is my partner, Silky."
Yeah.
And then sometimes he called me, I was skinny back then. So sometimes he go, "This is my partner, Slim." And so I just kind of, some people started calling me Silky, some people called me Slim. Yeah. And I just kind of put them together when I started doing music.
Yeah. Where's that dude at? You still talk to him?
I just got in kind of, man, I've been looking for this nigga. I went to prison for a little while, and I just lost touch with him. And I was in Vegas. I stopped by DC and them. They got a restaurant. So I'm sitting out there at the restaurant just shooting the shit with DC, and I'm telling him that story.
Yeah.
And he say, "Wait a minute, you know Prime?" And I said, "Yeah, you know him?" He said, "Man, he come from me. I'm the one who brought him in the game." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, "You could get a hold of him?" And the nigga called the nigga up. I just got back in contact with him probably about a week ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's live right there.
Yep.
See,
and he got a book that I'm reading right now. Yeah. Well, his protege wrote a book about him. You know what I'm saying? So I just been reading that. I was just on the plane on the way out here reading it.
Yeah. That's a hell of a compliment.
Right.
Somebody to write a book about you. That's
man, when I tell you this nigga cold, when I tell you this nigga cold, if I could get him up here, he gon' man, I ain't never seen nobody that sharp, man. Mouthpiece, man, he was like the Terminator on that track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He'll see a bitch and everything, everything's him coming. He knew exactly what to say, when to say it, how to say it. I never seen him lose. Never seen him lose.
Comes with routine, man.
Yeah.
Habit. Staying in that habit, staying on that course constantly.
Yeah, but he influenced a lot of my early days, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to walk like him and talk like him, and, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was giving me the game, and, before I was able to find myself, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was, he influenced me a lot.
Yeah, no, I feel that. And you know what, man? Like, with my partner, I got a partner, man, Juice Jones. That's where I got a lot of my game from, man. You know, back in the day, man, I was going cross country, everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's where I got my name from, was cross country. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't never taught to, like, man, I wasn't taught to ever have Mac in your name, none of the, to be honest.
Right.
It was always to have a pimp's name. You know what I'm saying? That's why my name was Sharp Rob. You know what I'm saying? It was never no Mac, nothing. Like, and I started out like that, calling myself Mac Rob. And, going cross country, man, and getting my name. Like, nah, man, you sharp, you dress sharp, and you fast. You move fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got my name, Sharp Rob.
Your name fitting too.
And man, and motherfuckers, you've been saying that to me for a while, man. You know, and I say this, man, like with that's what really takes you to you get your name from Pimps, man. Pimps named you, so you didn't go through nothing wrong. You actually went through the right process. To me, like just because motherfuckers start calling you that and it just it sticks with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like them be the most organic names in anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah.
I think that, man. Like I love the game, Silky. I love the game. I just don't like some of its players today. I don't know how you feel about that. You tell me, man. What do you think about the game today and some of its players?
I mean, I think the game is pure as it's always been. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you talk about the true essence of it, you know what I'm saying? Because of social media, because of the internet, a lot of people that have no business getting some of that information. You remember when we got in the game, right? You had to be down to get the game. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be down to get your name.
Yeah, you had to be down to get your name. You had to be down to get... No, but I'm talking about even, man, you go to a Circle of Peas and they chopping it. Niggas don't know you. They say, they get away from you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you had to be down to even have these conversations, to even be around these type of conversations. Because squares was in square environments. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't getting these conversations. Now with the internet and all that other shit, you got a lot of people that should never get this type of information. Now they're able to sit at home and get enough of it to fuck around, go out there, and that's why you see so much fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people that ain't doing it from a genuine place. They doing it with fucked up intentions. You know what I'm saying? And they doing it wrong. They doing what they think. You know, the same way a square look at the game. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are squares that's looking at the game the same way a square looking at it. So they doing square ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And giving the shit a black eye. And it's a lot more of those that's around it, just because they have access to certain information. But the game, the true game, it's always, man, pure. Like, I just don't look at them niggas. I don't pay attention to them niggas. Them niggas that be popping all that shit. I was in Vegas one time, man, and you know, I ran into one of my OG partners and shit. And you know, I'm like, man, these are punk ass bitches out here, and these niggas is weirdos, and this, that, and the other. And the niggas say, man, Silk, there's somebody out here that's doing it the way you want to do it. There's somebody out here that's having the things you want to have. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the punk ass, but they having everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? But your problem is that you're focusing on these punk ass bitches. You focusing on these weirdo ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? So you're not attracting the shit that you want. You're attracting the shit that you focusing on. So that shit changed my life. I stopped focusing on them punk ass bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The shit don't entertain me.
Right.
I don't sit online and laugh and ha-ha and all that shit with the fuckery. I don't do it. I unfollow people that don't post positive shit. If you go look at all my followers, you see the niggas that people that I follow, see the people that I know in real life are like comedians or inspirational shit, because your brain is a sponge and it soak up everything. You know what I'm saying? Whether you conscious of it or not. So the shit that you focus on is the shit that you gonna attract, because that's what you notice. You ever bought a car, and then right after you bought that car, it seemed like every car on the road is the car that you just bought? Yeah. It's because that's what you're focusing on now. You know what I'm saying? They've always been there, but now you're focusing on it. So I just don't even focus on them weird ass niggas.
Yeah.
You know
I'll be honest with you. I don't even focus on that, because I was always taught, man, you know, you could be sitting in a Benz admiring the man in the Ferrari next to you, but you don't notice the person at the bus stop that's admiring you in the Benz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful and just stay on your track, you know? But I'm going to go back to the bitches real quick, Church, because we got to talk about it, you know?
Let's talk about it.
I really feel like, you know, okay, these bitches, to me, they don't even really want to fuck with no true game, no true ism anymore, because they feel like they can go find crutches within other niggas. Man, there's other niggas that's cutting deals. They're playing, they're willing and dealing. Why they gonna want to deal with us when they can go deal with a nigga that, man, she can make him? And a bitch can't make me. You can't make me. No. I'm already me.
Yeah, this ain't Build-A-Bear, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't make me.
At the same time, I don't even want that bitch. The bitch just looking for a nigga like that, I don't even want her. Because, bitch, you gonna get everything that you pay for. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get everything that you want. You know what I'm saying? You wanted to go fuck with a sucker because he was gonna be a sucker towards you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bitches, they want a nigga to be some stomped down ism, just not with them. Right? It's like, yeah, I want you to go hard on the bitch, just, you know what I'm saying, put me on the pedestal.
We got something different.
And be a square with me.
We got something
different. You know what I'm
saying?
But my thing is, man, them bitches, I don't even fuck with them bitches. Them bitches, I don't even want no bitch. I don't want them bitches. Because it's still, like I said, the game is pure. There's still some good bitches that really want a real nigga. That really want somebody to stomp. It's like, okay, this is who I am, and I want somebody in the same lifestyle as me. You know what I'm saying? There's still those type of, and when I was fucking around, you know what I'm saying? Those was the type of people that I dealt with. I didn't even, the square bitch that want to suck a nigga, man, y'all go be happy together. I'm happy for you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I will come to the wedding and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. I told bitches, man, I'll even sing at your shit.
Yeah.
Pay me, man, go and get my check together. I'll sing at your shit. How you want it?
Y'all can book me to come to y'all can book me to come to y'all weddings and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead, nigga, do your favorite song from Silky Slim. You know what I'm saying? You can still make it seem like it's a player wedding. You know what I'm saying? We can still make it seem like it's some more player shit going on.
I love
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna show up, man. How many songs you want me to do? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Hey, no, that's real shit. Yeah. But I'll be honest, bro. Like I said, man, you know, I've said this before, and I'm gonna dig deep on this one. You know, bitches that are in the game or move around in the game, around the game, they want you to, play square with them and do all the extra shit. And when you don't, guess what they do? They go and find the nigga that does. Yeah. But let's be real, bitch. It takes a real peculiar mind to be able to even lay his head next to you at night.
Right.
This isn't for the average Yogi the Bear.
Right.
And people don't really understand that, man.
Right.
This shit'll make the biggest man with the biggest muscles cry.
Right.
Because he can't even accept what his bitch is really doing.
Yeah, but it take. I look at the game. I look at bitches that's in the game like this. It take a strong person to be in the game. I mean, physically, mentally, and emotionally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be mature enough to to separate those things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It just did like motherfucker look at these bitches like they just some old dumbass bitches. No, these are some of the strongest women on earth. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because of the things that they're able to endure, you know what I'm saying, accomplish the goals they set out to accomplish. So I look at it like, a bitch gotta be a strong woman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these bitches, just like there's a lot of niggas in the game that don't belong, it's a lot of bitches that just don't, but bitch, you wasn't ever supposed to be in the game in the first motherfucking place. Right. Bitch, you able to post an ad now, you able to do OnlyFans, you able to do certain shit to where you could kind of convince yourself that you're not a hooker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you only horn on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Or when you don't have a boyfriend or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't never supposed to be doing this in the first place. You should go get you a job, you know what I'm saying, or find you another kind of hustle, you know what I'm saying, where you're gonna find some type of success. Because you ain't gonna be successful cutting corners like that. You about to fuck around and keep ending up in the same motherfucking predicament, blaming the nigga when bitch you need to look in the mirror and blame your motherfucking self for making bad choices. And if you know you a habitual bad choice maker, look in the mirror and think about what you want to do and do the exact opposite of that because you make bad choices. So do the opposite of your first mind, bitch. You might get somewhere in life. Stupid.
I've said it before and I'm going to say it again, church. When people, I'm gonna say people. I ain't even gonna say bitches. I ain't even gonna say bitches or just people.
Yeah,
when you choose, it's to choose up. It's not to choose regular. It's not to choose down. It's not to choose average. It's to choose up. May your next move be your best move. You know what I'm saying? And when these bitches, they choose wrong, they want to blame the people that it was him. No, bitch, it was you.
Right.
You chose.
Right. But
you knew exactly what the fuck you signed up for. These bitches are not game goofy.
Right. But they got to be realistic with the fact that, bitch, you not built for that life. You know what I'm saying? And you get niggas who, just people, like you said, in general, men and women, that they're not realistic with the shit that they want to be. You know what I'm saying? You're not that. So you about to come in and shit, you about to get hurt, you about to get your heart broken, you're going to end up in a bad predicament when you really wasn't even supposed to be in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of motherfuckers run it. But, like I said, they don't ever get in my motherfucking way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We not even on the same playing field.
Yeah, at all.
Like I said, I done took this shit, you know what I'm saying, to like I said, there's a lot of legal things that you could do if you get your motherfucking head out the sand, you know what I'm saying, and stop thinking it's only one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? It's plenty of ways to be the P that you want to be. The whole thing is that maybe these streets ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? And so find a way to understand the game. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much pimping your own lane.
Pimping your own lane. You know what I'm saying?
That's the realest shit ever right there. Lane. And that came from some game. That was cold right there, pimping your own lane, man. And it don't necessarily mean, man, you dealing with a bitch.
We might have to put that on a shirt. If I said, we might have to put this together sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pimping your own lane.
Because, pimping your own lane.
I'm not going to encourage people to run into the streets because, I went through a lot of ups and downs when I was in there. You know what I'm saying? In the streets. And, I'm not going to encourage people to be in that life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to encourage people to learn it. You know what I'm saying? The same way a motherfucker learn religion. You know what I'm saying? Learn a trade. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like you should take in as much knowledge as possible. You read. You know what I'm saying? Actually read. Stop just reading your Twitter feed. You know what I'm saying? And get some information. You know what I'm saying? And take what you can and apply it to something legit. You know what I'm saying?
I actually got knowledge in the game.
Yeah.
Like I got knowledge. Yeah. Like I got smarter. I didn't get dumber. I watch these OnlyFans chicks. They run around. They got money, but they're dummies. It's like the lights are on, on, but nobody's home.
Right.
Nobody's home, bro.
Right.
The lights are on. Nobody's
Right.
home around this motherfucker.
Right.
You know, they don't really have no type of understanding. Like, I say this, and maybe it's because they never really went through that. But see, what I was taught in the game, if you're going to tell somebody something or tell them to inspire anybody to be in this, tell them the bad shit to come with this shit too.
Right.
So they got a clear understanding what the fuck they about to put both feet into.
Right. But a lot of people, they not even capable of receiving game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you get so motherfucking frustrated.
Why not? They receive the game on social media.
No,
they'll receive all the news on social media and tell them how to live.
They didn't receive the game. They interpreted how they square mind can interpret the game.
Talk that
shit. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't in you, you can't interpret this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you can't. It's not for everybody. Motherfucker gonna be watching this interview right now, taking notes, thinking that light bulb done went off in their head. And you got it all wrong. You still didn't get what you was supposed to get out of it because you wasn't built for this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, you know? It's certain shit that I stay in my motherfucking lane, you know? I know I'm not good at like different languages. As many times I done tried to learn a couple different languages, I remember why I failed them. You know what I'm saying? That's just my brain wasn't operating like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm good at, I know what I'm not good at. Yeah. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers, they try to learn something new and then they got it all figured out now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The wisest person in the world know that they know nothing, right? So if you approach everything like you don't know shit, you'll be a lot more capable of receiving the game.
Yeah.
But first you have to understand, you got to get out your own fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers got to get out their way. Motherfuckers be their worst enemy because they don't listen. It's like they'll take one thing. We can have a fucking hour-long conversation and they'll take the one thing that they want to fit them and just hang on to that. That's why you got so many arguments in relationships. Because motherfuckers listening to respond, you know, instead of actually listening.
I've noticed that a lot of people get on the internet and every morning they wake up, the first thing they do, they don't even grab a motherfucking toothbrush, Bone. They don't even grab a toothbrush. They might getting some peppermint on their tongue or something. They roll right the fuck over, grab the phone, and get on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. They get on these places. They get on all these little social medias, right?
It's me. I'm
people. And they tell people, hey, but
it's me.
But I'll tell you this. I hope that you're not a person though that gets on there, because what I see a lot of people do is they get on there and they look for those sites to tell them how to live for the day.
Oh no.
Instead of living for their own. Like, you know, you'd meet a chick and she'd be like, you know, or you'd be fucking with a chick and all of a sudden she'll spring something on you like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Bitch, where'd you get this from? Well, I saw this. Somebody else was living like that. Bitch, that's not your life, though. Maybe we can build there. See, that's the problem. Everybody wants it now. Because they seen it online, but you don't even know what the fuck them people went through to even get there.
Instant gratification. You know what I'm saying?
Man, one of my favorite words.
I use social media the same way a nigga turn on the news in the morning. Like, it's like, you know, it's just like
I
a news.
actually turn on the news.
I turn on
CNN, man, every morning, man. I'm watching CNN. I want to see what's going on. And I do the 4 o'clock shot, 2 to 3 o'clock shot, because they already up on the East Coast. You got to be on, you know?
Well, you know, I think the first thing I do when I wake up, I go around, look at my phone.
Yeah, let me ask. I want to put it in a question. What does Mr. Silky Slim do as soon as he wakes up? What is his regimen in the morning?
Take my dick out the bitch mouth. That's the first thing I do. No, I'm playing. You know, funny. No. The first thing I do is I check my messages. You know, I check my emails. You know what I'm saying? The first thing I'm gonna check is my emails. You know what I'm saying? My text messages. If I got text messages, and check my emails. You know what I'm saying? Then I might go on over to you know, some investments that I got, you know, some stocks and shit like that. Look at what's going on there. Look at the crypto shit.
They thought you was dumb. See, motherfuckers be thinking like motherfuckers like ourselves are dumb. Listen to what you just said. You get up and do the average man can do. Man that wakes up to hops in a Lamborghini, he's playing with crypto. He's playing with stocks. Look what you're doing, but they expect you not to have that mindset. Why do you have that? You're supposed to be a nigga that's living in a room with 3-4 bitches and there's only 2 beds. In a little 2-bedroom room in the Motel 6. That's what they expect for the game, bro. That's what they think.
Well, in all fairness, I've been there before.
I've been there
You know
before.
what I'm saying? But I mean,
But
like,
that's not where we wanted to be.
that's not where a nigga want to be.
That's not
You
where
know
a
what I'm
nigga
saying?
wanted to be.
Right. So, you know, it was just about elevating. And then on top of that, if you ain't taking your money and investing your money, you know what I'm saying? Then like what are you really doing? You know what I'm saying? You setting yourself up for failure, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's the instant gratification. Nigga want that motherfucking Benz right now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, instead of taking this money and fixing your credit, you gonna take this money and pay more for this motherfucking car. You know what I'm saying? Just so you could be riding instead of fixing your credit and you know, having a better APR and you know, going about shit the right way. But motherfuckers want that instant gratification. You
I
know what I'm
never
saying?
understood getting a Rolls Royce and pulling up and parking it in your apartment spot, little parking spot, pulling it up to an apartment. I never understood that.
Right.
Like a motherfucker getting a Rolls
Right.
Royce, whatever you get, something that's just you're gonna pay at least a little over $100 for this car.
Right.
And a motherfucker pulls up to an apartment, man. I can't do that. I'm sorry, bro. I don't give a fuck if you rent it. At least
Right.
get yourself a house. Have a
Right.
home to put this motherfucker
Right.
in versus, but everybody wants that. It's about to go and stunt. And it's not always about that, especially in this game, bro, because you got to really count your blessings. Yeah, the bitch might do good for 2 weeks, but what if she go dry for the next 2.5?
Right.
But niggas run out. Niggas
Right.
run out like, I got a ball. The bitch gonna make it back
But
again.
I think a lot of times, man, when the nigga come from not having nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you start getting some money, the first thing you want to do is
Spend.
Yeah, you want to feel like, you know, you want to feel good. You want to buy something. You want to have something because those things make you feel good. I remember
Right.
the first car I bought was a Caprice, right? A '96 Caprice.
I had one. I had a 2-door.
Yeah.
It was custom 2-door.
Yeah. And I had a 4-door, and I put some spinners on that motherfucker. Remember when them spinners was popping?
Yeah.
You know, I had got some rims. You know what I'm saying? I got some motherfucking beat in that motherfucker, and I felt good about myself. You know, I ain't never had nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
never had a nice car.
Yeah.
You know, and to me, that was it at that time. You know, you know that motherfucker on my wrist, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's still around there. It's
and,
still around.
and it hold more value. but at the time, you know what I'm saying? It made me feel good about myself.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just you know, I feel like anybody that ain't never had nothing, unless you have somebody older that's been through it that you listen to, you gonna fuck that first bag off for sure. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
have
it's just-
to. I thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
not even have to, but I feel like you only learn when you go through that. Like, you got to do that.
Yeah, you
go ahead and blow the
man,
first
you gotta
one.
get that shit out your system.
Yeah, get it out
you
your
know
system.
What I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
buy all them bottles and shit and go up and let everybody know I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then
I ain't like feeling broke the next morning, though, Church.
what?
I don't like that feeling.
What?
Now you got your game looking at you funny, like, nigga, I just checked such and such or did such and such, and nigga, the very next morning we're
Right.
it's off. Now your
Right.
energy is off. You're
Right.
stressed. You're
Right.
over here
Right.
going
Right.
ham on the
Right.
bitch,
Right.
and she don't even know why. It's because
Right.
you done blew the whole thing.
Right. Now
we
she
gotta
want-
think
right.
for that now.
Now she wants something. Then she feel like I've been working, I deserve it. You can't go get the bitch that shit because you've been turning up with your homeboys. You know what I'm saying?
The niggas that ain't even did that. I respect the game, but I'm just saying, fuck trying to prove something to the nigga, man. Shit, I want the bitch to see me shine, man, because that's who I thought wanted to see me shine any motherfucking way.
But you know, we all gonna go through that shit. You know, once a nigga learn his lesson, the key is to not make the same mistakes repeatedly.
Niggas
You know what I'm
wanna
saying?
prove shit. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
It's easier to come prove shit to niggas. Hey, man, don't come prove nothing to me, nigga, because you gonna fuck around and go broke. I just thought I'll send that to the viewers. Don't prove nothing to me, and I'm sure don't try to prove nothing to this man. Just stay in your lane. You will get there faster.
Yeah, pimp in your own lane.
You will pimp in your own lane, man. You will
Pimp in your own
get
lane, man.
there faster and probably catch a slipstream and get there 5 minutes early.
Yeah. But you know, like anything, like just any game in life,
Yeah.
anybody coming from the streets, whatever nigga choosing to do in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I would give advice and say, you know what I'm saying? Don't stay there too long. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you feel like you needed to do in order to get to where you was going, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you constantly moving forward. Because you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bad shit that's gonna come with you staying there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you? And I'm talking about actually being in the game, not pimping businesses, because that's what we done turned into. We're pimping businesses at this point.
Right.
That's
right.
what me and you do.
Right,
We're at a
right,
whole
right.
nother. I'm gonna ask a fellow person like myself, fellow game member.
Right.
Do you feel? I'm talking about actually being in the game, down, still got your resume, moving through the streets. Do you feel that you can pimp forever? Forever.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's all. And I'm saying just that, and that's all.
I mean,
at this point,
if that's the life that I wanted to live, I feel like I'd operate at a high function for a long time. I don't know about forever. You know what I'm saying?
That forever's a big word, isn't it?
That forever's a yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about forever.
That shit's a big
you know what I'm saying?
word,
but,
man.
I mean, the thing is, when you got the game, you got the game. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna constantly evolve. And they say it's a young man sport. You know what I'm saying? And it is to an extent. But that's only because if you get older and you wise up, you're not gonna just stay there. You know what I'm saying? I never looked up to the niggas, and no disrespect to none of the OGs that I came up around, but I never looked at the nigga that was 50 years old down on the blade every day. I never wanted to be like him. You know what I'm saying? I respected him. You know what I'm saying? But I never looked up to that and said, oh, this is where I want to be when I'm 50. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we all here. You know what I'm saying? We try and we in the game, but like I said, nigga, I never wanted to stay there. You know what I'm saying? So could I operate like that forever? You know what I'm saying? I feel like, at that basic level of function, yes. But I don't want to be basic. You know what I'm saying?
You never got in it to be basic.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be basic.
Nigga could be basic working at Little
saying?
Caesars. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
We never got it. When I got in the game, bro, I never got in it to be basic. And I never got in it just because that's just what I like. To be honest with you, bro, you know why I got into it? Because I was damn good at it.
Right.
I was damn good at it, bro.
Right.
I wasn't good at selling drugs. I wasn't good at none of that other shit. I'm going to smoke all the weed up, and somebody going to be mad at me later on. So I don't even want to put myself through that mixture. But when I was fucking with this shit, Church, I was great at it.
Yeah.
I was for many years.
Yeah.
For many years, I never fucked with no kids, never, you know what I'm saying, got down like, bro, none of that shit. Homie, that ain't even my forte, ain't my format. I ain't no gremlin looking ass nigga. So I'm sure I can move a bitch of my taste. You know what I'm saying? I know how to at least do that. But just back to you and just being in this level, did you get in this because you just got into it, or did you get into it because you really did feel like, man, I'm gonna make it from this shit? I'm picking back in the day when you first got in, you were a kid. You weren't even 21 yet, nigga. You couldn't even buy alcohol.
Nah. Hey, you want to know some funny shit? I used to be down asking niggas to buy me a bottle. And niggas, Silk, you ain't 21 yet? Because I had been around so long at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And I was operating, I was having things. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, it's like I said, I got in it. I just fell in love with it. Like I said, the game chose me, and you know what I'm saying? I just fell in love with it. I was good at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? It was the same reason why I started growing my hair out in the first place. I was broke. But I knew I could always get a bitch to braid my shit for free. I couldn't afford a haircut. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I could get one of these bitches to braid my shit. That's why I first started growing my hair in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shit, if a nigga look at life like that, you know what I'm saying? I can always talk a bitch into get me whatever I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, it's like...
I like how you said this, and I have to stop you there. I could always talk a bitch into getting me what I need, what I want.
Right.
You never said force. You never said I can rob a bitch and get what I want. I can force a bitch and get what I want. I can see. They always look. They think that's our loophole. Oh, we're forcing. We're doing it, we're forcing. We're taking. No. You have to understand something. This girl that was probably dealing with this man or a man or whatever the case may be, she was probably already doing this 9 years before she met this man. 10 years before she met this man.
Right.
Now all of a sudden when he gets her, it's a problem. It's he's forcing. He's taking.
No, I never operated from that, from that perspective. I was always like this. This is who I am. This is what I want. And it was either okay or it was no, and that was fine. The no was always fine with me because, like I said, I don't pay attention to people that you know what I'm saying. I don't pay attention to it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So, no, it ain't never forced. Man, and these bitches be playing these motherfucking victims. Just I be seeing these bitches all on the thing. It's like, bitch, you knew what you was getting yourself into. You know what I'm saying? And you knew the type of nigga that you was getting yourself involved with. You know what I'm saying? It's other people out there that wouldn't treat you in those ways. You didn't choose them. You know what I'm saying? Don't play victim now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I went to jail one time for driving on a suspended license, and I'm in the holding tank, and everybody in the motherfucking holding tank in there for domestic violence. It wasn't not one motherfucking pimp in the holding tank.
Yeah.
That was in there for domestic violence. These squares beating the brakes off these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's real.
If you think about it, you do got a point. But I'm going to tell you this. That goes back to what I said earlier. These bitches aren't choosing members from the game. They're choosing somebody. Okay, well, how much shit will he put up with? Because I come with a lot of shit. Bitch already comes with debt and regret already. Soon as she comes through the door, she's got a million problems. Million problems. So who the fuck is willing to put up with my shit the most? It's not going to be you, because she already know you on top of your game.
Right.
It ain't going to be going down. Bitch, we might last a week.
Right.
If that, tops.
Right.
Because you're going to run some drag on me. You might give me something solid for the first couple days, and then the rest of it's all drama and fucking excuses.
Yeah, man, that nigga don't want it. I tell my fuck all the time, you can't pay somebody to love you. You can't pay me. You can't pay me to love you. You can't pay me to like you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
A motherfucker pay for time, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker give you some money give me some money for a show, you know what I'm saying? They got my time, right? You could pay for some time, but you can't pay me to like you. You actually have to be a pleasant person to be around.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck how much money coming through
because
the door.
Because
I don't move off of money. I'm not doing it for the money. See, when you do it for the love, and this is why a lot of motherfuckers, I say when your intentions is right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you really want to see that person next to you grow, when you really care about that person next to you, and you're not just doing it for the money. Because if you're doing it just for the money, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be willing to do anything for the money.
It's a vibe.
You know what I'm saying? And so
it's a vibe, bro. It is. It's a vibe, and that's how I took it in my life, man. I don't want to just. When I was in it, I never wanted to just mess with chicks. I did that. I came from that because I thought that kept a label on me.
Right.
Really didn't know that I was really hurting myself doing that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just fuck with every bitch because that's what I thought, a nigga in this game's supposed to do.
Right.
No, man. You're supposed to be choosy too.
Yeah.
You are choosy too, and I've noticed that a lot of chicks don't really understand that these days.
Well, see, but like motherfuckers think relationships is hard. And I'm not just saying this for the guy, I'm saying this in general. I don't feel like relationships should be hard. Why should I have to work hard to be with somebody I don't have to be with? You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a hard
That's a general
thing
statement.
for us to get along.
Facts.
It shouldn't be a hard thing for us to make each other happy. And if we have to work hard at being together, we probably just shouldn't be together. You don't work hard to be friends with your homeboys. Y'all either fuck with each other, y'all don't. So why I gotta work hard to be friends with this bitch? We don't get along. But
Facts.
like I said, if a nigga doing it just for the money, you know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna run into those situations, and it's gonna be a toxic environment. You know, when you allow yourself to be in toxic environments, you know what I'm saying? Toxic shit happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I've allowed it. I've done it before in my time. You know what I'm saying? I've really learned from it.
Right. But then you also learn that a lot of motherfuckers is just toxic. You know what I'm saying? And you know it from the gate. So you can't fix people. You know what I'm saying? People have to do the work to fix themselves if something's broken, if something's wrong. But a lot of times our ego will say, oh, I could fix her. Or I could fix him. You know what I'm saying? I could change her.
Some shit you
or
can't
I could
fix.
change him.
No.
You can't change people.
Can't change nobody.
People have to want to change for themselves.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I said that shit before. I was like, look, man, you can send somebody to rehab, man. You can spend $100,000 on their fucking rehabilitation program. But unless that person really wants to change, man, that was just money you just spent that just got burnt.
Right.
Church.
Right.
We got a few minutes, because we done got caught in the game. I love this. I love this. Because this is when you know a conversation really going good. You know, I want to tap in about your music.
Yes, sir.
Because we've done, and I appreciate the game that you even brought to the Sharp Tape, because you really did bring it pleasantly, and you brought it in a way that I hope the viewers can understand, our mindsets, you know, and maybe one day me and you, we can come back and we could tap in on that again.
Anytime you need me here.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to have you a lot. I'm not going to lie to you, because I just like your style, I like having you around. But I want to tap into the music for you. We know you got the game.
Right.
We just talked about that. You just put out just a piece of the seasoning. You didn't even drop everything.
Right.
You didn't bring it all.
Right.
You got some of that left at home.
Right.
You didn't know you had to bring. So you know what I'm saying? This was a lot already. And it was small. But let's talk about this music, man. What's up with the music, man?
So you know, I was able to take my life experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And say, you know, let me do something legit, legal, and positive with my life. You know what I'm saying? And focus on that. You know, and really, it was, my nigga 211, right? I was talking to him in the studio one day. He said, Silk, you can't do both. You can't be successful at both.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't hear him when he first said it, but it always stuck with me. And so I had to make a decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, let me focus on this music because that's what I wanted to do. And I'm good at it. I'm talented as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bar for bar, it's not too many niggas fucking with me. And I'm
Say that again. Run that back.
Bar for bar, it ain't too many niggas fucking with me. You could go listen to Silky Sundays 1 through 51 to find that out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it because I still believe in like content. You know what I'm saying? Like actual bars and metaphors and you know what I'm saying? All that. I enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm coming from a unique perspective because I was really that nigga when I was performing in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So I could talk about shit that a lot of motherfuckers just can't talk about from a perspective that a lot of motherfuckers ain't never gonna have. You know? And you know, I just dropped well
said, my man.
I dropped my album Stay Down and Come Up a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? And that was something I was real proud of. You know what I'm saying? So
what were you thinking about when you were writing that project? Like, and
I was on house arrest. And you know, for some shit that got dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, I allowed a toxic motherfucker around me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you got alcohol involved and all that other shit, thank God I had cameras at my house. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers like really lied on me. And it made me realize, like, you know what I'm saying? Tighten up your circle. You know what I'm saying? And because if I didn't have those cameras, probably wouldn't be here right now. So I was on house arrest, and it was the first time, because normally I get in the studio and I just go. You know what I'm saying? I just go. Whatever I'm dealing with that day, whatever I'm feeling, you know, at that moment, I just go. This was the first project that I actually sat down and thought about. You know what I'm saying? Every song actually mattered. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that all my music doesn't matter, but you know, sometimes you get in the studio and you drunk and you just, you know, whatever come out. You know what I'm saying? But this one I was able to like take my time with. You know, I had a lot of time to think. You feel me? Yeah. So, yeah.
That's fascinating, bro, to hear that like every song was thought out because probably at that time, being on house arrest, you know, fighting the case, whatever the case may be, all you have is your thoughts. And I don't think a lot of people know that, man. They don't know what it's like when you ain't got nobody really with you. Yeah, it's cool. Got the homie calling. Yeah, he get you through a few words, but when it's just you, man, that shit, you know, it touch a different demographic of your mentality because it's just you in your own thoughts, man. So shit, I've done music, and some of the best music I've ever written was by myself. You know what I'm saying? Me just being by myself. No, nobody else. I just wake up at like 6 in the morning and I'm like, fuck it, I'm about to get ready to I'm gonna drop something. And cut some of the best shit, like just to me, you know, my own personal shit. So I do understand that.
And my brother-in-law Fanon, which is a great producer, he started just sending me beats. And, you know, I'm at the house and, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I'm proud of all my projects. You know what I'm saying?
How many projects do you have, Silky?
Shit, I got Cash Me Out Volume 1, Cash Me Out Volume 2, Cash Me Out Volume 3, PGO the Mixtape Volume 1, PGO the Mixtape Volume 2, and Stay Down and Come Up. Damn. And I have, I was doing these things called Silky Sundays for a year straight where I was doing freestyles every Friday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I got up to about 51. I missed week 52. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So I got a lot of content.
You don't seem happy about that. You seem like it kind of bothers you some.
Well, because I didn't get, see what it was, I was doing all these fucking freestyles on these beats that I can't get paid from. So I got this big body of work. I got this big, large body of work that you know my fans love, but you know what I'm saying? I couldn't financially reap the benefits from all that content. Yeah. So when you're talking about 51 freestyles, you know, 2.5 to 4 minutes long, 51 of them joints, that's a lot of content. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely no, because I do something called church on a Sunday, man, every Sunday. And it's, they add up, but then after a while, it's kind of like, you start getting, you're doing other things. It's hard to, that shit, it takes energy.
Yeah, well,
it takes a lot from you. People don't realize that.
And then life changes. When I started it, I was in the studio every motherfucking day anyway. So, but as I got to moving around and doing this, and then that's like, fuck, I gotta hurry up and get this done. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they be like, Silk, bring back the Silky Sundays, bring back. And I'll probably do some freestyles here and there, but I'll never do those again, just simply because I can't get paid for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's cold, Church.
Some of these producers want to clear some of these songs. We can get a bag together, Jack.
Yeah. Do you feel like you understand the musical algorithm today and how to hop in and when to drop and when to put your music out? Just like how kind of when you came from the game, you got to know when to set your game down. You know when to pick them up. Have you learned that same type of game?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I
real nigga right here, bro.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? I fuck around. I drop when I drop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I don't. And I should probably be better at that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a learning process. I'm learning.
Yeah, at least you're willing to learn.
I'm learning.
At least you're willing to learn.
Yeah. But for the most part, I just drop when I drop. Yeah. Might be back to back. I might take a little hiatus. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on how I'm feeling, because I don't want to make anything that's forced. I don't want to do music, and everything I've done, for money in life, I did it because I love to do it. You know what I'm saying? Once it starts feeling like work, I don't want to do it. Not saying that I don't want to work, but I was always told to find something that you love. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how I do music. You know what I'm saying? When I start feeling forced, when I start feeling like I have to put this out or I have to make a song like this, that, you know what I'm saying? It's not fun to me no more. So,
Yeah.
I still want it to be fun. I enjoy it, and I'm far from famous, but I'm popular in certain circles.
Hey man, I know you. Hey man.
So
hey man, you are. Fuck that. I'm not gonna let you say that. No, you are.
I'm able to get money in the music. You know what I'm saying? In my community,
you famous in the streets, nigga. That's where we came from. To me, I mean, shit. You can't buy that.
Yeah, I'm a small part of everything major.
Me too. I'm a small part of everything major. So to me, shit, me just
you
being,
buy that.
You can't buy that shit. There's no money. You can't buy it.
Because you know how the ism is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas don't even want to hear it. Oh, this nigga a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I tell niggas all the time, my music wouldn't have worked, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't coming from a genuine space. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have worked. You know what I'm saying? That's how the music spread in the first place.
Well, you've rapped what you live.
Yeah.
You've rapped. I've heard your raps are what you have lived.
Right.
Your experiences and what you have seen. And I think that some of the hardest rappers, homie, are storytellers.
Right.
Those are the ones I like to listen to as a storytellers, the ones that done been through some shit, something I can learn from. Okay, he telling me pretty much, if I haven't crossed that path already, hey man, this is how it happened to me and this is how I approached it.
Right,
Whether you take that or not.
Right.
Whether you take that or not, you can at least hear it from somebody else and other perspectives.
Right.
Silky, you got to talk about
the champ
this one,
is
man.
here.
Before we get about here, we got to talk about this one right here, man. We ain't even gonna talk about the year, man, but it just says, number one, man, I was actually at this one. I made sure, man, shit the hell, I helped you down from the joint. You know what I'm saying? When you had to stand up and talk.
Yeah.
Tell the viewers what something like this just even mean in our community, man, and just to people like us, because they probably look at it like trinkets, but to me, this is all the respect. Yeah, this is all like in what we have done throughout the years. This is all the respect right here, and I'm gonna be real. It don't take my perspective real quick. It don't take having 10, 20 bitches. It doesn't take having the hardest car, because it's not the ride, it's the play inside.
Dig that.
You understand what I'm saying? What does something like this, man, what does something like this mean to you?
Well, I mean, shit, it feel good. It's to be acknowledged, not just by your peers, but by the people that you came into the game looking up to. You know what I'm saying? And respecting. Shit, it's a good feeling. And I feel like everybody got their time to shine, and they just felt like that year This year, you know what I'm saying? It's his time. It's his time to shine. We're gonna shine some light on you. Not so much necessarily for, like you said, it's not about the money. It's not about the bitches. It's not about none of that shit. It's just a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, they felt the way I represent myself and the way I represent the game. You know what I'm saying? They felt like it was time to give me some acknowledgement, and I accepted their award. You know what I'm saying? With the utmost respect and humbleness.
You had my vote.
You know what I'm saying?
You had my vote, Church.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate it.
You had my vote 100%.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Silky, we out of time, Church. I could do this shit with you for another hour and 20 minutes.
Like
I ain't even go front.
Like a
I feel
motherfucker.
like we just really
we just
chiming
getting
in,
started,
like we
man.
just like kind of scratching the surface, like of what we can talk about and where the conversation can go. I definitely want to bring you back, loved one, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, hey, man, God bless you in all your endeavors.
Man,
I hope to see, hey, man, because we're going to the top.
yes, sir.
And motherfucker, whether you gotta grab me, I gotta grab you. Me and you both know where we come from.
Yeah.
And we know what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Church,
Yeah,
I
did
appreciate
that,
you
man.
for coming
I
in, man.
appreciate you having me.
Hey, tell
You know what I'm saying?
people where they can find you at.
At Mr. Silky Slim on IG, Twitter, Cash App.
How about your music as well? Tell them where you can find the music.
Everywhere. It's all streaming platforms, YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Silky Slim. You know what I'm saying? If you put the Silky Slim in there, some of it might pop up. Make sure you put the Mr. You know what I'm saying? It's all gonna pop up.
You got any merch?
Yep. I got we got the PGO, the brand clothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't wear none today.
It's actually pretty clean. No, you came in just on your
clean.
own vibe today.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, which was very dapper, my man.
Yeah, but we got some high quality shit. My thing was when we got into the music, because I'm not. That's more Bone. He really good with the fashion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Four-Way Bone. Shout out Four-Way Bone, man.
Yeah,
I see him in the building today.
I'm not great. You know what I'm saying, with fashion all the time. You know what I'm saying, the newest looks and all that. But I knew that if we was gonna do it, I wanted to do high quality merch. I don't want to do the little bullshit $20 t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I want something that you feel like you gotta take to the dry clean.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So that's what we doing. We got the Chanel patches for the suits. We got the custom jackets. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So yeah, merch, everything.
Bring your ass back,
man. Anytime.
When I call you,
listen. Anytime.
Pull up, Church.
Anytime.
When I need your aid, because sometimes I'm gonna need some of your empowerment around too. Because sometimes they don't believe it when it's 1 verse 100, but I do come like 98 people out of that 100.
Yeah, and I still owe you that drink. We didn't have that drink in Dago. When we was in Dago.
Man, we was in Dago. Hell, man, shit. We rolled all the way back, ate together, everything, Church. So we got to do other things, and we can still have ourselves a drink, man. Hey, man, listen to me, man. The Shark Tank, no jumper.
Silky motherfucking Slim.
Silky motherfucking Slim.
The champ is
man.
here.
I'm with the champ,
you ain't
man.
gonna have to eat this all year. The
all
champ is here.
year, man. Go ahead, man. Stay, man. Eat and pick it out your teeth. Do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Hey, Josh. Pimp us on the fuck up out of here, man.